Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha. Nirvignam Kurumedeva Sarvakarishu Sarvadam Gangadapate Namaha. Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Shri Paramagurubhyo Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 18th of March 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Paramatma, residing in the heart of every single being. We are continuing our exploration of Advait Vedanta, and along those lines are also trying to see the relationship with various paths in the Sanatana Dharma Vedic tradition or the Aryan tradition from the ancient times, etc. We are also considering what is meant by Tantra. Tantra is Devi Upasana to a large extent. It has many aspects. There's many scriptures associated with it. And it's a very profound and intricate subject even to study from a scholarly point of view. This was, the original texts were, as far as my understanding goes, that they were in Kashmir. Kashmiri Shaivism is where this is talked about a lot. And it is an extensive series of practices to awaken oneself, to awaken into who we really are. So the goal of Advaita Vedanta and non-dual Shaiva Tantra is the same. The same thing that they're talking about, the ultimate tattva is only one tattva, but the approaches are different and the methodology can also differ in some sense or another. Now, to continue from yesterday, we were talking about the fact that every experience through the body, mind, senses has its own unique nature to it. Putting a grape in the mouth and eating a grape is different from an orange or a banana or a potato chip, isn't it so? Seeing a red rose is different from a blue rose, from a green rose. See the diversity, the variegated nature of all of the experiences, the different sounds we have, the different types of music we have, the different people that we come across. So through the five senses, there is a plethora, just an amazing amount of diverse experience provided for the Jivatma. Well, who is providing that? How is it coming? Philosophy tries to answer this question, and they cannot answer this question, not easily. They cannot answer it. It's called the explanatory gap. Explanatory gap means that we cannot bridge the understanding between the neurology, psychology, all the different scientific models that are present, and the direct first-person anubhav. For example, if I put mint chocolate chip ice cream in my mouth, and the experience I have, my experience of that object, cannot be explained completely by neurology or psychology. So if you're taking notes on this is in philosophy of mind, this is called the explanatory gap. And there's no answer to this question. They're trying to find answers. You can keep thinking, keep analyzing, keep thinking, analyze. So many theories like panpsychism and so many theories are there. Anubhav, anubhavi hai, first person. How do you explain? Even trying to explain is also an intellectual, analytical activity. That means that it may not be within the realm of explanation. That if I'm putting sugar in my mouth and the anubhav that I have, I put a gulab jam in my mouth, I put a jalebi in my mouth, I put a chocolate donut in my mouth, I see a beautiful scenery, the Himalayan mountains, or I see I'm watching a movie, or any experience, doesn't matter, any experience. It cannot be explained by neurology or psychology, or even by philosophy. Not neurology, psychology, or philosophy, or any area, because explanation is at the end, is using mind, using words, using concepts, using the intellect. This is, anubhav is beyond the intellect. This is what the Vedic tradition says about the Atman, and the Tantra tradition says about Shiva. Shiv and Shakti, meaning the dynamic. Shakti is the dynamic, modulated anubhav of that same tattva. So the approach taken in this Tantra tradition and Vedic tradition is to directly stay with the experiences of life. They didn't do brain scans or fMRI scans or write. I mean, they had philosophies, but those are still, that's not really the path. The path is not just an intellectual, analytical path. The intellectual analysis will never answer the question, what is Anubhav? Even Shankaracharya ji swayam kehte hai, aparuksha anubhuti. Aparuksha means you are, I am, thou art, that. Iska anubhav kisko hota hai? If I'm like for example, when I drink a cup of tea, who is having that experience? Jasmine tea. Have you thought about this? Who is having that experience? Who's generating that experience? Wo anubhav kya hai? So the Tantra tradition will say that this is a great Maha-Shakti, infinite Maha-Shakti, which we call Devi. That Shakti is creating this experience for the Jivatma, and it is giving this fantastic three-dimension anubhav of the body, of life and death, birth and death. Child is born, that is also experience. The body grows, that is experience. The body dies, that is experience. The body goes away, that is experience. The parents come, parents go. Experiences come and go, come and go. But who is giving that experience? How is it happening? Yes, genetics and neurology and psychology and biological sciences and all those things, they explain to some extent. They're touching upon some percentage of that answer, but not the actual answer. The actual answer is not within the realm of the buddhi. This is why, going back to Bhagavad Gita, verse number 39, chapter 4, Shraddhavan labate jnanam. The Bhagavan Krishna doesn't say buddhivan labate jnanam. No. It doesn't say just keep analyzing and learning more information and you will realize God. No. You will learn more information. Whatever information I have now, I can gain tenfold, hundredfold, thousandfold. That is helpful in developing the buddhi. The buddhi can be an aid to developing the shraddha. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Now, how is shraddha developed? We started talking about it. We'll get back to that. But shraddha is developed in many, many, many different ways. But in one of the ways that shraddha is developed in Paramatma, Bhagavan mein shraddha, is through the path of the buddhi. That is called Jnana Marga, or that is called the path of inquiry, the path of the intellect. That is one way. Yes, not the only way, but that is definitely a meaningful way. But just remember, it is a path, Marga. It doesn't mean that just knowing lots of scriptures and lots of teachings and ideas and scholarship that one is going to become enlightened. No, not at all. One has to have shraddha. That if all of that wisdom, that knowledge, if it leads to wisdom, wisdom is insight and vision. That is in the right direction, yes. And shraddha is latching on, saying, that is the more dualistic sense that whatever I know, that is fine, but you are the infinite, thou art all. As we said before, that is shraddha. So that shraddha is faith. It is latching on. It is a complete surrender. All those other dimensions we were talking about before. So that is all part of shraddha. I'll stop here in just a minute here. The point here is that anubhav is not explainable through the intellect. People have tried. They're trying. Lots of attempts are made. Right now in the world, the biggest area of research, one of the biggest area of research, active area of research in philosophy, neurology, neuropsychology, neuroscience is the study of consciousness. Lots of PhDs are available in this now. Lots of people, there are more, millions of articles are written. New books are constantly coming out with different, no explanation. Yes, it's a good attempt, try. And you can probably in ancient times when the Vedas and other these Shastras were written, and even before that, people have tried all this. And they say, no, you have to, you'll not get anywhere with that. You'll get somewhere with it, but you'll not get to the actual realization. That realization happens when there is revelation that has come from the beyond into the manifested world. I'll give you an example. Aim Beej Mantra. I want to talk about this probably tomorrow, next couple of days. Just the Aim Beej Mantra, Maha-Saraswati Devi's Beej Mantra is there. That one mantra has infinite power. Infinite. I mean, I'll show you, I'll tell you what that is. It is called the Maha-Saraswati Beej Mantra. Maha-Saraswati Devi ka Beej Mantra hai. Why is it a Beej Mantra and why is it a Maha-Saraswati Beej Mantra? That is because it is the super consciousness itself. It is the super consciousness itself which has been revealed in the mind of the Rishi Parampara. Rishi is a researcher. It is a revelation inside the mind of a researcher. It is a krupa. It is by grace it has come. The entire Sanskrit alphabet, the 52 letters of the Sanskrit language, they are a revelation from the beyond. They are not a creation of the human mind. So Aim is one of the mantras, one of the bijas that is derived from these Sanskrit letters. So when a person speaks the mantra, Om Aim, Aim, Aim. What is this? It is Shabda Brahma. It is Shakti. It is sound that is generated by the mouth, by the brain, by the mind. But this sound is revealed from beyond, and then it comes into the human body, into the human mind. And when we speak that sound again and again and again, amazing things begin to happen. Amazing things begin to happen. Eloquence comes, wisdom comes, intelligence begins to open, creative intelligence begins to open, intellectual prowess, prowess, begins to open, clarity of mind begins to happen, communication abilities get enhanced, artistic talents get enhanced, intuitive understanding begins to happen, spiritual awakening begins to happen. The mantra is made out of 3 parts, A, E, M. The A represents creative manifestation, initial expression, and the supreme reality, Brahman. The E symbolizes Shakti, specifically Saraswati energy, of divine expression, eloquence, and intuitive wisdom. And the M sound, Aim, the M sound at the end, denotes the infinite, transcendental consciousness, and it also symbolizes dissolution, integration, and silence to merge back into universal consciousness. I have almost 25 pages of notes just on this mantra. It would take us 6 months to even understand what this means actually. Maybe more. So sadhana ka just Aim Beej Mantra. Can you imagine this? इसमें कितनी अलौकिक शक्ति है, ये क्या है? And do it. Everybody should do it. If children start doing it at a young age, they will become superhumans. They will become superhuman. They will become extraordinary human beings. The person will never get a B in the life. All straight A student. Children should be straight A student. Start teaching them Aim Beej mantra. Om Aim. Have them sit in front of the Murti of the Devi. Have them sit with a small diya. Ganeshi, Shivji, Shiv Parivar. Right? And at the end, speak Om Aim. Aim, Aim, Aim. The more we speak it, the more it is going to grow. The more sadhana you do, and it's not hard to do. What's so hard about this? Do it. In Namah Shivaya mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. It's 3 steps, 3 step hai. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Ganpati ji ko namaskar karna. Shiv ji ko namaskar karna. And then dive into the Aim Beej mantra. That's it. You don't do any other sadhana. If you don't open any books, no scriptures, nothing, leave everything aside. Do this, everything will open. Automatically, if you are interested in mathematics, you will go to the top level. It doesn't matter. Music, creativity, dance, art, scriptures, anything and everything will open up. Sadhana karo. You will see the intelligence, because our dormant Shakti begins to open amazingly. And it doesn't matter what the age is. See, this is why every morning we do almost 30, 40 minutes of all these mantras, and with the with the Vedic mantras, and we do the Namah Shivaya mantra. Why we do then we do Durga Chalis. Why we do the same, pretty much the same sequence with some variation? Why is that? Because it builds inside. It is like putting money into a bank account. You're putting $1 million into it every day, something like that. It builds, it builds, it builds. And as it builds, it is going to be very, very useful. It's going to bless us. The blessing is our life becomes better. Our understanding becomes clearer. Our mind becomes steady. Our experiences of Prakriti, and this is the point I want to close with, took a little extra time here. The experiences of Prakriti are cherished in their best way, and at the same time, that Divya Buddhi comes where one is not bound by the experiences of Prakriti in the 3 gunas of Maya. That is the glory of the Beej Mantra Sadhana. That is extraordinary. How can that be even? But it can be, and it is so. So let's stop here for now. And then we'll continue tomorrow. Om Dhyanamulam Gurur Murti, Mantra Mulam Gurur Vakyam, Puja Mulam Gurur Padam, Moksha Mulam Gurur Krupa, Tameva Mata Chapita Tameva, Tameva Bandusha Sakha Tameva, Tameva Vidya Dravinam Tameva, Tameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, Om Glom Hum Klim Jum Saha, Jwalaya Jwalaya Jwala Jwala, Prajvala Prajvala, Aim Rim Klim Chamundai Viche Jwala Hum, Sam, Lam, Ksham, Phat Swaha. Om Durge Durge Rakshini. Tha Tha Swaha. Om Shri Durga Arpanamastu. Om Shri Radha Krishnar Panamastu.